Good day. Our topic for today is changing school culture, organization, climate of school. In our topic, we will define school culture, the shared beliefs and values of school, what people agree is true and right. First, the most successful school have the highest ambition for each student. Magkaroon ng pinakamataas na ambisyon para sa bawat mag-aaral. For example, as a teacher, kailangan maging motivated yung estudyante. Next, put the welfare of student ahead of the comfort of staff. Unahin ang kapakanan ng mga mag-aaral kaysa sa aliw ng mga kawani. For example, uunahin ng teacher or ng school faculty yung kapakanan ng mag-aaral nila kaysa naman sa sarili nila. Next, held teacher accountable to the whole school, reduce professional autonomy. The concept of teacher autonomy refers to the professional independence of teacher in schools, especially the degree to which they can make autonomous decision about what they teach to student and how they teach it. Ang konsepto ng autonomiya ng guro ay tumutukoy sa profesional na kalagayan ng mga guro sa paaralan. Lalo na ang antas kung saan makakagawa sila ng autonomous na desisyon tungkol sa kung ano ang ituturo nila sa mga mag-aaral at kung paano nila ito ituturo. Next, promote teamwork and learning from each other. So, sa school dapat, para maging healthy yung school culture nyo, dapat nagpo-promote kayo ng teamwork, which is good to the student para naman maintindihan nila lalo sa sarili nila na importante ang teamwork sa magkakaklase. Next, are intolerant of failure and excuses from staff. Teachers should be held responsible, however, the student and parent must do their part to pass their courses. So, dapat responsible yung teacher or the faculty staffs sa school para sa kanilang mga estudyante. Value service delivery. Halaga ng pagtitipid ng serbisyo. So, as a teacher, serbisyo nilang ituro lahat ng mga kailangan malaman ng mga estudyante. For example, parang sa amin, ngayon, nag-aral kami, for you teachers, kailangan ituro ninyo yung nalalaman nyo para sa amin for us to be the better teacher someday. Next. Culture is transmitted to, first, informal and less conscious channels. So, ang culture daw ay nasasalin sa informal and less conscious channels. Informal at hindi gaanong namamalayan. So, sa culture kasi, hindi naman natin namamalayan na napapasa na pala yung kultura natin sa ibang tao. Like, sabi nga nila, culture is changing. Hindi natin namamalayan na nagbabago. Ganon din yung pag-transmit ng culture sa ibang tao at sa iba pang bagay. Next, rites and rituals of school life. Mga ritual ng buhay sa paaralan. So, rituals na buhay sa ating paaralan, yung daily natin na ginagawa sa araw-araw sa eskwelahan. School rituals are powerful means to both create and perpetuate school culture. They can help distinguish your community from other and imprint students for years to come. School leaders are well deserved to shape rituals not only energize student and faculty but also reinforce their best selves. Next, behavior generated by culture. Ugali na binuo ng kultura. So, dito, for example, sa school, may mga kultura tayo na dapat isaalang-alang. Kasi, school, tahanan yun. Second house sa atin yun. Kasi, dun tayo natututo eh. At saka, dun yung masasabi natin na binubuo ng sarili natin yung kultura ng pag-aaral. Next, operational task of running of school or teaching, the way we divide our attention to students in a lesson. Mga gawain sa pagpapatakbo ng isang paaralan o pagtuturo. Mahalaga ito dahil para sa amin na estudyante, mas mapapadali para sa amin kung tutulungan kami ng teacher na aralin yung lesson na iyon. Next. Reinforcing action that communicate and reinforce our actions and beliefs. Pinapatibay ng mga pagkilos na nakikipag-usap at nagpapatibay sa aming mga aksyon at paniniwala. So, sa school, pinapatibay nito ang pagkilos na nakikipag-usap ka. For example, social interaction. Mas napapadevelop ng school culture ang social interaction para matuto tayong makipag-socialize sa ibang tao na kailangan nating i-build sa sarili natin. That would be all. And next to report is Rosemarie Herrera.
I'm Rosemarie Herrera. I'm going to discuss about the reinforcing behaviors. Reinforcing behaviors, ritual celebrations, ceremonies, shared mannerisms, hero-making role models, hierarchies, mentors, scapegoats, storytelling, shared humor, common anecdotes, oral and written history, symbolic displays, decoration, trophies, rules, etiquettes, taboos, tacits, and tacit permissions. Reinforcement can include anything that strengthens or increases a behavior, including specific tangible rewards, events, and situations. In a classroom setting, for example, types of reinforcement might include praise, getting out of unwanted work, token rewards, candy, extra playtime, and fun activities. Ang reinforcement behavior, ito ang mga nagbibigay interest or para magkaroon ng interest ang mga estudyante upang mag-aral. Ang mga teachers, nagbibigay sila ng pang-motivate upang magkaroon ng interest ang mga estudyante like rewards, candy, stars, and their papers po. Yun po ang reinforcement behavior sa loob ng classroom. Culture changes is difficult through traditional top-down managerial techniques. Culture changes, in a simple word, is modification of a society through innovation, invention, discovery, or contact with other societies. Nasabi dito na ang culture ay difficult through tradition kasi kung magkakaroon ng pagbago sa kultura, mahirapan tayo mag-adjust kasi hindi ito yung nakagawin nating gawin. Dahil ang tradition ay mga paniniwala ng mga tao na naipapasa generation to generation. Marami tayong kailangan pag-aralan o makasanayan para matutunan yung changes. Ganon din po ang culture changes sa school. Marami tayong mga nakasanayan na kapag binago na iyon ay hindi na natin alam kung paano umpisahan, paano natin gagawin ang isang bagay. Or meron tayong culture changes sa school na kada umaga bago umuwi ay naglilinis tayo ng classroom natin. Ngayon is meron na tayong janitor upang gawin ng mga gawain yun. Noon, nakagawian natin mag-floor wax sa mga floor upang pakintabing iyon. Pero ngayon is mga naka-details na yung mga ating classroom. Yun yung mga halimbawa ng parang culture changes sa loob ng school. Next is steps to changing culture. Create a crisis of faith to look with new eyes at the world around you and generate some tentative theories. Next is compare these lessons to those implicit in both your aspirations for the school and in your current behaviors and activities. Number 3, create a consensus in terms of aspirations that not only addresses the gaps but also builds on current strength. Number 4, analyze the modes through which culture is communicated, formal and informal, conscious and unconscious, and adapt them to your new direction. Number 5, create cultural capacity, a particular way of working in school, which balances the need to create a strong shared identity with need to constantly adapt and grow. Yun lamang.
Organizational climate of schools. The definition: organizational climate is concerned with large unit and it characterizes properties of an entire organization or major subunits. It describes a unit of organization rather than evaluates it or indicates emotional reaction to it. It arises from routine organizational practices that are important to the organization and its member. Organizational climate influence member behaviors and attitudes. So, ang organizational climate of schools, nagre-refer siya sa quality and character of school life. It has been described as a heart and soul of the school. School climate refers to teachers' perception of the school works environment, affected by the formal and informal organization and politics. So, openness of organizational climate. Tundin muna tayo. An open school climate is characterized by teacher relations that are professional, collegial, friendly, and committed to the education of student. The principal is supportive and professional and does not restrict or direct teachers with orders. Ang openness of the school climate can be measured by the OCDQ. This depicts a situation which is relatively open and employees' organizational climate is healthy as they are not hindered in their work either by the management or the school principals. They perceive their principals or leader as highly considerate and democratic pieces. So, the group enjoy a high degree of integration and authenticity of behavior. They work together without complaints or infighting. They are intimate enough to overcome difficulties and frustration. They have job satisfaction and proud to be related to the school institution. Close school climate. Close school climate is characterized by teacher relations that are disengaged, distant, suspicious, and not professional. The principal is directive, restrictive, and not supportive. So, this is the most closed climate and the least genuine, and it characterizes the other extreme of the climate spectrum. The employer is ineffective in directing the activities of teachers. At the same time, he or she is not inclined to look out for their personal welfare. The employer will be higher aloof with impersonal in controlling and directing employees' activities. He and she sets up rules which are normally arbitrary. She will go the book rather than get to involve personally with employees and their problems. His words are hollow and possesses little thirst and does not motivate the employee by setting good personal example. The group members secure neither social needs satisfaction nor job satisfaction from task accomplishments. Dimension of organizational climate. Dimensions of OCDQ for elementary schools and sample items. Principal behavior. So, yung sa principal behavior, meron siyang supportive, directive, and restrictive. So, yung supportive is reflect as concern for teachers, is open to suggestion, respect teachers, professional competence, praise is genuine and frequent, and criticism is constructive. Yung principal daw is gumagamit siya ng constructive criticism. And meron ding listen to and accept teachers' suggestion. So, directive, maintain close and constant control over all teachers and school activities. The principal rules with an iron fist. The principal monitors everything teachers do. So, restrictive hinders rather than facilitates teachers' work, burden with busy work. Ginagawa nung principal sa restrictive is routine duties interfere with the job of teaching. Teachers have too many committee requirements. So, teacher, and punta muna tayo sa isa. Dito na tayo. Tapos na tayo sa principal. So, teacher behavior. Collegial. Supports open and professional interaction among teachers are enthusiastic, accepting, and mutually respectful of professional competence. Teachers respect the professional competence of their colleagues and teachers accomplish their works with vim, vigor, and pleasure. Sa teacher, supportive professionalism among teachers, they are pleased with the school and support each other. Intimate reflects a cohesive and strong network of social support among the faculty. Teachers know each other well, are close personal friends, and Teachers socialize with each other. Teachers, close friends are other faculty members at the school. So, yung intimate daw, close personal relationship among teachers inside and out. Disengage refers to a lack of meaning and focus in professional activities. Teachers are simply putting in time and going through the motions. Faculty meetings are useless. Teachers rumble when they talk at faculty meetings. So, sa disengage, general sense of alienation and separation among teachers in the school. They are not productive in group efforts or team building.
Health of organizational climate. School climate, healthy to unhealthy. A healthy school climate is characterized by institutional integrity. Teachers are protected from disruptive outside forces. The principal has influence with superiors, gets needed resources, and has an integrated leadership style that is concerned with both the task at hand and the social well-being of teachers. Morale is high and there is a general press for academic achievement by teachers, parents, and students. Masasabi nating healthy ang school climate kung protektado yung mga teachers mula sa outside forces. Kumbaga, secured sila from danger sa mga stereotypings or panglalahat sa panunukso at sa iba pang mga factors na posibleng makaapekto sa performance nila bilang teachers. Masasabi rin nating healthy ang school climate kung nag-uphold siya ng institutional integrity, like for example, alam yung mga rules and regulations ng school, laging kinukonsider yung policies ng school at sa mga kilos at pag-uugali at hindi nagbubulag-bulagan or nagtotolerate sa iba pang kakilala na lumalabag doon, like mga teachers, staffs, and students at iba pang mga kabilang sa schools. Kapag sa moral naman, kapag mataas ang moral o disiplina, confidence, at may pagpupursige yung mga students at maging sa teachers na gawin ang best nila sa mga tasks and roles ng schools, yung mga students, pinupush nila na mag-aral ng mabuti. Yung mga teachers, binibigyan ng mga standards na kailangan nilang ma-reach or para ma-achieve, para makapag-provide sila ng better or good quality of education sa mga students. Kung healthy ang school climate, ito yung mga benefits. Kapag may maayos na pamamahala sa loob ng paaralan, maaaring or pwedeng siyang magkaroon ng magandang results pagdating sa academics. Magkaroon ng magandang strategy ang mga teachers, principal at administration sa pagtuturo. And last is, nagkokos ng magandang image sa kanilang school kapag maganda ang service ng educators at visible ang improvement sa performance ng mga students. Next is the unhealthy school climate. An unhealthy school climate is vulnerable to disruptive outside forces. The principal has little influence with superiors, resources are scarce, and the principal neither sets directions nor supports teachers. Morale is poor and there is limited attention to academic matters because the teachers have given up. Kabaliktaran ng characteristics ng healthy ang unhealthy. Kadalasan, puro negative at puro disadvantages ang meron kapag unhealthy ang school climate. Masasabing unhealthy ang school climate kapag prone or exposed tayo sa mga outside forces or apektado tayo sa mga nangyayari sa labas ng school. At kapag mahinang impluwensya ng principal sa education-related sectors, kulang ang mga resources sa pagtuturo at hindi sinusuportahan o pinupursige ang mga teachers para magpatuloy sa pagtuturo at sa paggawa ng best nila sa pagtuturo at hindi nagiging role model sa students at teachers. At kapag walang disiplina, mababa ang credibility ng school pagdating sa quality of teaching. Hindi masyadong napagtutuunan ng pansin yung academic performance ng students kasi maging yung mga teachers ay nahihirapan or sumusuko na sa ganong setup. Additional na disadvantages ng unhealthy school climate is hindi maayos yung relationship ng mga employees at staff pati ng mga students na nagkukos ng hindi maayos na performance pagdating sa trabaho or pag-aaral. Kulang sa communication, palaging may kalituhan at laging kulang sa plano. And last is, hindi na-implement ang mga rules at regulations ng school. Pwedeng dahil marami ang lumalabag doon and such at hindi nabibigyang action yung mga bagay na kailangan pagtuunan ng pansin kaya lumalala. A synthesis or the OCI. The OCDQ or Organizational Climate Description Questionnaire measures openness of school relations whereas the OHI or Organizational Health Inventory measures the health of those relations. A quick way to get a sketch of both openness and health is to use the Short Organizational Climate Index or OCI, which measures the aspects of climate at the institutional, principal, teacher, and student level. Ang OCDQ ay para masukat o masuri ang openness or pagiging bukas, pagtanggap, pagtangkilik, pagdating sa relations, interactions na nagaganap sa school environment. Ang OHI naman ay yung pagsukat kung healthy ba o hindi yung mga relations na na-identify ng OCDQ. Ang OCI o Organizational Climate Index naman ay ang pinaghalong OCDQ, openness, at OCI, health, na may layuning ma-measure o masukat ang aspects of climate, mga nakakapekto sa school, sa institutional, principal, teacher, at student level. Institutional level. Institutional vulnerability. The extent to which the school is susceptible to a few vocal parents and citizen groups. High vulnerability suggests that both teachers and principals are unprotected and put on the defensive. Ang institutional level ay tumutukoy ito sa pagiging vulnerable or pagiging mahina ng institution kaya madaling maging focus or target, madaling tablan at expose sa mga reklamo ng mga magulang at ng ilan pang mga citizens. Kapag high vulnerability, ibig sabihin parang nasa danger zone sila dahil mataas ang threat o banta sa safety nila ng mga safety nila na nabibilang sa school. Yung mga teachers, principals, students ay hindi protektado at maaring malagay sa panganib. Sample items. A few vocal parents can change school policy. Parang mas balakas pa yung mga ibang magulang kesa sa institution dahil nagagawa nilang kontrolin or baguhin yung school policy at masyadong mahina ang institution. The school is vulnerable to outside pressures. Delikado yung institution sa mga factors sa labas. Principal level, collegial leadership. The principal treats teachers as professional colleagues, is open, egalitarian, and friendly, but at the same time, sets expectation and standards of performance. Sa principal level naman ay itinuturing ng principal yung mga teachers professionally, ginagabayan, tinutulungan at nagsisilbing role model para sa mga teachers. Kumbaga, tinuturing ng principal na kaibigan o kapatid ang lahat ng teachers at may pantay na pagtrato para maiwasan ang bias or favoritism. Maganda ang relationships with them pero hindi kinakalimutan ang profesyon at responsibilidad at nagtatakta or nag-a-assign pa rin ng standards at expectations pagdating sa performance. Sample items. The principal treats all faculty members as equal. Pagtrato sa kanila bilang pantay-pantay at ka-level. Walang nakakalamang, walang nakakababa. The principal lets faculty members know what is expected of them. Pinapaalam ng principal ang mga expectations para pagbutihin pa ng mga teachers ang performance nila pagdating sa trabaho. Teachers level. Professional teacher behavior is marked by respect for colleague competence, commitment to students, autonomous judgment, and mutual cooperation and support. Ang professional teacher behavior naman ay ang pagiging dedikado sa trabaho at pag-stick sa pagiging professional anuman ang sitwasyon. Laging kinoconsider yung profesyon nila sa lahat ng mga gagawing kilos at may respeto sa mga co-workers, co-teachers at may willingness at commitment sa pagtuturo at pagbibigay ng quality education sa students. Pantay na judgment at may cooperation sa mga task na binibigay. Kasama rin dito yung pagiging collaborative sa mga school meetings, paggawa ng mga assigned tasks at pag-comply sa standards na inilagay, pagkakaroon ng integrity, at nagdodraw ng line between personal life and job. Nakakabuo rin siya ng maayos na relation sa mga kapwa niya guro at estudyante dahil sa respeto na ipinapakita. Sample items. Teachers respect the professional competence of their colleagues, pagrespeto sa kakayahan sa pagtuturo ng mga co-teachers niya. Teachers in this school exercise professional judgment. Pantay at walang maayos na judgments. Kaya nga nasabi ko kanina, walang nakakataas, walang nakakalamang, pantay-pantay. Student level. Achievement Press. Describe a school that sets high but achievable academic standards and goals. Students persist, strive to achieve, and are respected by each other and teachers for their academic success. Parents, teachers, and the principal all press students for high standards and school improvement. Tumutukoy naman ito sa mga school na nagsiset ng matataas na standards at goals, pero achievable or possible namang maabot. Yung mga students ay nagpupursiging magsumikap, magpatuloy at galingan ang performance nila sa school. Nirerespeto at pinupuri o pinaparangalan din sila ng mga teachers at principal dahil sa pagpatuloy nilang pagsusumikap at sa success nila in academic. Ang mga magulang, mga teachers, ang principal ay pinupush or ginagabayan o minomotivate na ang mga students na mag-comply o makasabay sa standards na nagdulot ng improvement sa kabuuan ng school. Nagkakaroon din ng assessment sa performance ng mga mag-aaral na nagre-reflect sa kabuuan ng school. Sample items. The school sets high standards for academic achievement. Mataas na standards, grades, for example, kunwari, kailangan mo ng 90% para makonsider ka na with honors, ganon. Academic achievement is recognized and acknowledged by the school. Pagbibigay recognition, medal, certificates, at papuri sa mga students na gumagawa ng best sa school. Climate of citizenship. A climate of citizenship refers to a school in which the teachers generally behave in helpful ways. They typically go beyond routine duties, voluntarily help others, and embrace extra work. Their behavior is characterized by altruism, conscientiousness, courtesy, and good citizenship. Voluntarism is dominant character of a teacher behavior. Ang climate of citizenship po ay tumutukoy ito sa isang school na kung saan yung mga teachers na nagtatrabaho doon ay may maayos na pag-uugali na nagiging beneficial sa maraming paraan. Kaya nga tinawag nating or sinasabi nating heroes ang mga teachers kasi may mga pagkakataong lumalampas sila sa oras ng duty nila. For example kasi, kahit gabi na, nagre-response pa rin sila sa mga tanong ng students gumagawa ng lesson plans kahit nasa bahay na at iba pang task. Nagba-volunteer na tumulong sa co-teachers o sa students at tumatanggap ng iba pang trabaho na hindi sakop ng profession nila. Hindi lang sila nagsisilbing educators para sa mga students. Mga counselors, parents, tagagabay at iba pa sila. May iba-iba silang characteristics at voluntarism ang dominate doon. Kahit walang bayad, kahit hindi nasakop ng kanilang sweldo ay tumutulong pa rin sila or nagtuturo pa din. Aspects of organizational citizenship and sample items of the OCD. Altruism. Helping your colleagues and freely giving time to others. Ang altruism ay ang pagiging concern sa ibang tao, maging sa kasiyahan nila. That's why altruism in school ay ang pagtulong, pag-offer ng tulong sa mga baguhan para sa kapakanan nila. At pagbibigay ng oras sa iba para magbigay ng kasiyahan, tulong at iba pang nang walang hinihinging kapalit. Sample item. Teachers voluntarily help new teachers. Ang mga teachers ay tumutulong sa mga bagong teachers para sa kapakanan nila at sa mga kakabuti sa kanila. Conscientiousness. Using time efficiently and going beyond minimum expectations. Pagiging conscious sa time. Paggamit nito sa matalinong paraan, maayos at organisadong paggawa ng mga aktibidad at paglagpas sa mababang expectations na itinatalaga. For example, teachers arrive to works and meetings on time. Pagiging time-oriented. Palagi ang pag-consider ng oras at iwasan ang pagiging late. Sportsmanship. Spending time on constructive efforts and avoiding complaints. Sa trabaho kasi, hindi iyon paligsahan. More on collaboration at cooperation ng bawat isa ang kailangan. May sportsmanship ang isang tao kung ini-spend niya ang oras niya para mag-exert ng effort sa trabaho at para maiwasan ang pagrereklamo. Courtesy. Providing advance notices and reminders. Pagbibigay agad ng instruction, information, and notices at reminders para sa kapakanan ng katrabaho in a proper way. Kasama rin dito ang pagiging polite sa pagbabahagi ng mga information na to. For example, teachers give colleagues advance notice of changes in schedule or routine. Pagre-remind sa mga teachers in advance para maiwasan ang negative impact nito sa kanila. Civic virtue, serving on communities and voluntarily attending functions. Pagsisilbi or pagtulong sa komunidad, pagsali sa operations, voluntary na pag-attend sa mga community-related services, at iba pa na concern ang pagtulong ng walang hinihinging kapalit at walang reklamo. For example, teachers voluntarily serve on new committees. Pagtatrabaho sa mga bagong grupo, institution, or committees. Last is organizational culture on climate. Culture versus climate. Culture is shared norms, values, or tacit expressions. Ang kultura ay ang pagkakaparehong nakasanayan at kaugalian sa iisang lugar, komunidad o lipunan. Climate is perceptions of behavior. Ang climate naman ay ang pagkilala, pagsusuri at pag-unawa sa mga behavior ng tao. School climate is a relatively enduring quality of the school environment that is experienced by participants, affects their behavior, and is based on their collective perceptions of behavior in schools. Ang school climate ay tumutukoy po ito sa quality na kayang i-provide ng school na nakadepende sa pangangailangan ng students, ng teachers, at ng staffs. Ma-assess po yung quality nito through feedbacks from the participants sa kung paano naapektuhan ng school environment ang performance at behavior nila at based sa pangkalahatang pagsusuri ng behavior nila sa loob ng paaralan.
Yun lamang po ang aming report. Salamat po.